It's not about the W's sometimes.
Yes, it is.
It's not about the W's.
Have you heard the song about T-Pain? All I do is win. It's about the W's.
I don't know.
Wait, hold up. Are you starting?
I'm starting right now. I'm not gonna.
Did we start?
I wasn't gonna start. Should I stop this one?
Is this nonsense or I don't even know what episode is this?
It was gonna be a nonsense episode. That was the plan.
All right then.
Do I have your permission to start the podcast officially?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I?
You may begin. You know what? How long did it take you to realize the cord coming out the center controls the light?
I would have figured that out like immediately. The center cord is always the light cord. I'm just saying.
Took me a long time.
All right, welcome finally and officially to another episode, another nonsensical episode of One Last Take. Joined by your host with the most, Rubismo the Gizmo, who's accompanied by a very lucky Psycho Gino.
Why am I a lucky Psycho Gino and not just the Psycho Gino?
Because as people heard, you're winning in Smash. We've been
Super
Smash Brothers Melee. We've been on a bit of a binge on this, and somehow, some way, he manages to get victories, but they're not earned.
What do you mean? I had 8 KOs. That's
earned. Certainly, you've got a couple that are earned. There's no doubt about that. I'm not going to take those away from you.
You just said they weren't earned.
But I am also recognizing that you have a different style of playing that I'm going to have to, adjust myself to, because I like to run headlong into the action and just throw people away.
Ganondorf was in the action.
He was the action that in a few of those. But I'm just saying, even after the Ganondorf victory, I still had more kills overall, just less W's. Right? It feels like I'm scoring a lot of points and we're not winning games. That's kind of what it is. I'm looking like James Harden, and you're Robert Orying your way to victory.
I was going to say the Spurs, but of the early 2000s, but that's fine too.
No, you're Robert Ory. You're coattail riding someone else's damage.
Robert Ory was clutch.
Yeah, you make a play here or there. That's all I'm saying. Like, Robert would hit one shot at the end.
You know what?
You keep singling that one game out.
My dubs from me
before the day is over.
You need to earn some, man.
I've been close, and unfortunately, the rust has not worn off nearly as quickly as I thought it would. It's funny when you're a kid, you can walk away from something forever and then come back years later, and your fingers are just right on point.
My fingers are right on point.
If those are your fingers on point, then your fingers are curved.
But I'm winning.
There's a bunch of broken needles over there.
But I'm winning.
Missing a point.
I'm winning.
You are winning. So, it's not the way I would do it, but you're winning.
You need to adjust the way you win.
Right now, I need to start winning. I need to start winning a little bit more.
Maybe you should pick Kirby.
I'm failing at the spikes. The listeners, this is a long intro on Smash. I'm just when people are floating off the edge.
He's frustrated.
I'm failing at the spikes, and that's the problem right now. And it's just, man, I'm gonna turn it around.
He will not.
Well, you got anything new going on right now? People always like to know what's happening, what's popping new with you. If you got nothing new going on, I'm interested to hear some of your takes on a couple of things that have happened.
My Hero Academia has returned, and I am about to start that again. The latest season.
I don't even know what that is.
I know. We will talk about how you don't watch anime at some point.
That is a good point. I don't watch anime. Unless you count Sailor Moon.
You watched every epistive?
I have not seen every episode, but like after school it would come on and I would enjoy it.
No.
So does that
outside of DBZ or Pokemon? I mean, an anime show that you watch and you are glued to the television or laptop or cellular device, whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that anime appeals to me because of it's just the drawing style. Yeah, it's anime. I'm not a huge fan of anime. I'm not a huge fan of the way that it's drawn. I don't like their overexpressive eyes and that weird flat mouth look they have. I like a good American drawing. I like a Tom and Jerry-esque, a Bugs Bunny kind of expression. Anime, they all look the same. They're not realistic. And I like realism in my cartoons.
No, you don't.
I like Family Guy type cartoons.
That's not realism.
What are you talking about?
A baby's talking. A dog is talking.
Not the cartoon. I'm talking about the way that it's drawn. It looks better.
Peter looks terrible. It's 2D dimension. Like, they turn left and right. What do you mean? It's 2D. Terrible. The anime characters are drawn much better.
I don't like too many straight lines. There are no real straight lines in nature.
I don't think you've been put on to a very good anime.
Maybe not. Maybe Sailor Moon is the most that I've had.
Not. Oh my Lanta.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're missing out on.
What about Card Captors? Did you ever watch that?
No.
A mystic adventure. So it was a short-lived show. It sucked because they started the show in America like on episode 9, so nobody knew what was going on. You just had to catch up, which is terrible.
It's fine. That's how we treat the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? That's how we should treat them. When you're number one, do it. Unless, of course, you're listening overseas, in which case, bonjour, and welcome to Uno Las Take.
Hola.
That's how we like to be. Speaking of things going worldwide, as you know, you're not on Twitter. You're well aware of this.
I am not. And yet, I'm still aware of what's going on.
Somehow.
Maybe you don't need Twitter in your life.
That's true. You know, only 22% of Americans are on Twitter.
Deuce.
So, yeah, I'm just saying I'd like to be part of that 22% that thinks that that's 100% of the world. But I saw a few things. I always like to get your opinion on the hottest trends with today's youth, even though I suppose there's a lot of old people on. First thing, speaking of today's youth, I heard Mitt Romney had a fake Twitter account that he used to use, that he would spy on, like, people talking about him. Straight Kevin Durant status. It was like
most people have a fake account.
What do you mean?
They have fake accounts to follow people. They do this all the time on different platforms: Twitter, Facebook, IG. You create a fake account and you follow someone. Make comments, see what they're doing. No. This is not a hunch. This is what people do.
I don't know if there's that level of narcissism going on.
Oh, it's not narcissism. It's, let's say you have let's just say, for example, you have a
hypothetical.
You have a crush on someone.
Yeah.
But you don't want to wait for them to, give you that invite, or vice versa. So you create a fake account, or no. How about this?
How is that going to work?
A breakup.
Right.
So you want to keep up with your ex-girlfriend.
All right. Jenny and I have broken up.
So you take a picture from Google or Google Images or whatever, some attractive person, and they accept and you start following them.
Wait, I don't get it. What does that do for Jenny? Wait, I'm the attractive person.
You are
another guy now.
You are heartbroken. You
right.
use a fake name, a fake photo,
fake everything.
Information.
So I create my character Chance Vapor, who looks like Cristiano Ronaldo. And then I click, hey, Jenny, want to be my friend?
And Jenny accepts, thinking, oh, this guy's cute, whatever. And it's really you.
The whole time.
Just straight stalking. Yeah, people do this all the time.
Status.
Yeah, and girls do this all the time, by the way.
So you're saying that they are making completely fake accounts.
I'm surprised you don't know this.
I am oblivious. I'm completely
oblivious.
oblivious.
I'm the one not on Twitter.
You see, this is why it's a perfect mesh, because somehow you already know the way to fraud the system and you're not even on it.
I talk to people talk to me, I listen, and yes, man, they have a term for this. So I forgot the hip term. Let me look up the hip term.
While you look up the hip term, what I don't understand is am I trying to win Jenny back, or am I just trying to keep up with her life? Like that's kind of the question that I'd want to know, because what if she starts liking Chance Vapor? And she wants to hang out with him.
Well, then that's called.
That's catfishing. When you but if you weren't, I thought catfishing is only if you're intending to beguile them, shall we say?
Yeah, but I mean, it may start that way, but eventually it can become a catfish. Just see where it happens that way. It just starts off like that.
That's interesting. Well, here's what we do know: Mitt Romney had a fake account, and he was following, I guess, himself to some degree. Suppose himself and other people around him, so he could defend himself. Is that narcissistic?
It sounds like it based upon the information you have given me, but why is he following himself? Oh, because he hired someone else to... or is he just reading the No, I don't understand.
So, like, just defending himself on Twitter. Straight up Kevin Durant status.
Then, yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead. Do it.
So you're completely fine with this?
Absolutely.
You know what? We got to make an account. You got to make an official One Last Take account before somebody hears this and jumps all over it and starts pretending to be us. And then Twitter won't give us that verified check mark because I'm not going to follow up on it.
It's all about the verifications. This is true.
Does the verification mean anything more to you? You're not on social media. Let me go ahead and tell you.
So
the verified check mark used to mean something because it meant you were somebody. Now everybody gets one. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry gets one.
A certain amount of followers.
You need some followers. You need it to be validated.
How many followers?
I have no idea. I obviously more than what I have. But I'm just saying I have no idea the official number. All I'm saying is it takes a long time. In fact, what was it? Fantasy Hitman, Mike Wright.
From the Fantasy Footballers?
Yeah, he couldn't get certified for the longest time, even though the other two were. It's completely random, it seems like. I don't know how they validate it. And I also don't know what status you have to be to get that. That used to mean something. It'd be like, Google me, I'm verified. That was kind of like a throwaway card. It should have been. I'd say it. You wouldn't say, Google me, I'm verified, because I would.
I don't know how Google translates to Twitter.
I'm just saying, you tell somebody to look you up. Yeah, either way, it's just what people say. Trust me,
I
people
guess
say.
if you're out and about and some girl's like, "Hey, are you on IG?" And you're like, "Yeah, this is my, this
and
is
then
my
they
name.
see that blue check mark,
verified." Or you don't even tell them, this is right here. They're like, "Oh, you're verified." Yeah,
because it means you're somebody. It used to mean, oh, you're rich. Oh, you're famous. Oh, you've got something going on. Now I get Washington Post reporters with check marks. Don't nobody care who you are. Ain't
but
nobody
they are
faking
verified.
jacks
They're
like that.
newsworthy. They need to be verified.
I'm Woodward and Bernstein. I'm gonna fake another.
In their world, that matters. Within the world of reporting, there's still echelons and or is it echelons?
Yeah.
Among their peers, and some are verified and others are not.
I don't know. I just think that it should be restricted just for celebrities and people of note. Of course, that does dictate what is a celebrity.
Yeah, and what is a figure of note? I don't really care about
national
Romney. What?
National importance? Does national? That's got to care. He was a presidential candidate. He gets a check mark.
Honestly,
people know who he is.
If I went to the store and walked past him, wouldn't care.
I'd wonder where you're shopping. I don't think Mitt Romney's shopping where you're shopping.
Target.
He might be shopping
where
at
I'm
Target.
seeing all the better Natalie Portmans.
You're not seeing Beverly Knapp. You're just seeing a lot of fat models on the walls. Speaking of fat models on the walls, I was thinking about celebrities having conditions and how nice it is. Like for the average person, when you hear about them having like a medical condition.
I don't know. You're
so like
me.
if I
may have to stop you if you go too far deep.
No,
I don't know where you're going with this, but it don't sound fun.
I'm just saying, if I go to the doctor, I come out of the doctor's like, Ruben, you've got I don't know, diabetes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Man, it's awful.
Yeah,
I'm alone in the world. I got diabetes.
I
mean, I know other people have it, but I feel alone in the world.
Okay.
The next day, I see on the news, Will Smith comes out. He has diabetes. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, he's got it too.
There's a saying.
We're in this together.
That, right?
What's that?
Misery loves company.
I think it's different because I don't think I want to bring other people down.
Yeah, it is.
I want to know that there's a cure.
No, you really no. Because they have money. Magic Johnson found some kind of cure.
See, exactly. You can look to him as an example.
But people don't feel better knowing that they have.
I
AIDS.
would feel. Imagine how the person felt with AIDS before Magic.
Then it was unknown of at the time.
And then when he said he had HIV, it's a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, but then when the doctor says you have 2 weeks left, and they're looking at Magic and he's smiling and he's fine, he's like, well, what's going on here? Well, he has AIDS too.
Well, it's a different kind of situation.
Huh?
It's a different kind of condition.
Why
it's a progressive level.
What do you mean?
There's an activity level.
Have you seen that South Park episode with Magic Johnson and AIDS?
No.
Oh man, you don't watch South Park either.
I don't watch South Park. I'm the one person in my generation who didn't get into South Park. Again, the animation style, that and anime.
All right. I will give you the animation style in South Park.
What is it? Just like stickers, right?
But it is very hilarious to where you bypass it. The anime, no, you will. I mean, at some point, I don't want to make you watch anime at all, but whenever you want to, I will give you some to just start off.
I'm sure anime is good. I'm sure the storylines are good.
No, sure, they are good.
Yeah, well, my roommate in college was Korean, and as he always told me, Korean dramas are the best. So
why?
I assume.
Did he say why?
They're just everyone knows. Korean dramas, like soap operas, everyone knows Korean soap operas are the best.
No, I'm not into soaps.
I was deep into one. I don't remember what's happening, because it was subtitled for me.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there were some bombs dropped emotional. Like she got sick, and when she got healthy, he got sick. But the father didn't know that she was sick the whole time. It was I wish I had prepared for that. I could have looked that up for you. I tell you what, it helped the whole situation if they were all sick and found out that Tom Cruise had what they had. They'd all felt better. They'd have been like, we're good to go.
But they're Korean. They don't know who Tom Cruise is.
They know who Tom Cruise is in Korea. He's worldwide.
Do you think they all know who Tom Cruise is?
They know who Tom Cruise is in Korea. That's Ethan Hunt. they know who he is.
Who's Ethan Hunt?
Are you serious? Are you serious? You don't know Ethan Hunt. Mission Impossible. Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Oh, the name of the character is that's his name?
Like you didn't know. All right.
This is not.
You didn't know.
I am not pulling your leg. I really.
I'll play along.
I had no idea.
He didn't know who Ethan Hunt was.
No idea. That was genuine. Who's Ethan Hunt? Hunt?
Yeah, Ethan Hunt. Only one of the best agents. You know who Jason Bourne is?
No, there we go. Now see, I know the Bourne. I know the Bourne identity, but Mission Impossible, Ethan Hunt.
Yeah,
this is not a joke. I don't know.
Well, you're missing out. He's an incredible agent.
No.
You've seen them all, right?
All of them, no, but I've seen.
You haven't seen all of them?
I've seen most of them.
I don't know if there's a Tom Cruise movie I haven't seen.
Are you serious? You've seen every single Tom Cruise movie?
Not Vanilla Sky. I didn't hear good things about it, but I'll probably watch it this weekend. Just now that it's in my head.
Did you like him in Tropic Thunder?
I loved him. Here's the best part about Tropic Thunder. I didn't know it was Tom Cruise.
You didn't recognize him?
Didn't put two and two together. Didn't put two and two. So to be fair, I used to watch a lot of TV on split screen while I played Madden, and I'd have TV going on the other side. Kill two birds with one stone. I only had one TV. So Tropic Thunder was a split screen. So I'm playing and watching, and it's fantastic. And it wasn't, again, until the end. He's dancing, and then they start going through the names, and they hit you with the Tom Cruise, and I said, oh!
I love the last when he's by himself and he hit Ludacris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. That was probably my favorite Tom Cruise character.
He was very funny. Range. That's what it shows you. Range. You don't have to just do action, drama, deep roles. Daniel Day could take some lessons from
this.
But
it was Ben Stiller. Of course it was easy. It's comedy.
Comedy gets no respect. It's not easy to be funny. It's not easy. There's thousands of people that fail on stage. I think it's a lot
about script when it comes to comedy.
It's about delivery. Anyone could write. I could write jokes for you right now. You could bomb them. I go out there, do the same joke, better gestures, better timing, better vocal inflections. People are they're crying. Women are going into labor over the same routine. Comedy is difficult. It just doesn't get respect. And movie comedy is hard.
I'm not talking about stand-up. I'm talking about within the movie. You have all these takes.
I'm saying, and movie comedy is hardest because you don't get to hear the feedback of the audience while it's going. Like, you're filming it. You guys know it's funny. And the people are like, this is funny, right? Yeah, this is funny. We all agree this is funny. It's like, yeah, but will America think it's funny?
Yeah, but that's always the case. That's always the case.
That's what I'm saying. It should get more respect. Jim Carrey's career is much better than what, it's remembered as. Oh, he's just a jokester kind of thing.
Who doesn't like Jim Carrey?
A lot of people don't. How many Oscar nods does he have?
Another A-lister, by the way.
Jim Carrey is a fantastic
actor.
I don't know.
Comedian.
I don't know what to call him. To be honest, I was like performer. He's not really a comedian.
He's not acting.
He kind of just improvs a lot. I feel like.
You don't think he ever has a script to follow?
Well, Truman Show was great. No, I get the Mystic. I never saw. I heard it was
show.
Good morning. In case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
I love the Truman Show. Everyone walked away thinking, "Am I in the Truman Show?"
Exactly. Everyone thought that. I saw the billboard there at Universal's lot where that culminated. But it was fantastic. I forgot what I was about to say a second ago. South Park. You mentioned South Park.
Yeah, I heard because of Magic Johnson.
Yes, that they would go there. One thing that I respected about South Park is that they're willing to go there with everything.
Everyone.
And that is what makes it great. Like that they don't try to set certain things aside as being, oh, this is a third rail. You can't talk about this. Because if they did that with anything, it just trashes on everything they've talked about.
Right.
So they're like, we're going there every time with everything, no holds barred. And I really appreciate that they have, the gall to do that.
I was a little disappointed in, I think his name is Isaac Hayes. Are you familiar with him?
The singer?
Yeah, black.
From Soul Man?
He played a character in the TV show. Are you familiar with any characters from South Park?
Is he a chef?
He is chef.
Yeah.
He was chef.
Right.
Before he passed away, he left the show.
Oh.
So you know why?
Why?
Because he's a Scientologist, and they made fun of Scientology, and he wasn't having it. They made fun of everything else, but when they touched Scientology, he wanted nothing to do with it.
That's exactly right. And you know what? That makes a great point. Just like when people complain at comedy shows about how that joke's too far and this one's not good enough, and it's like, so you were okay with everything else. All the other racial jokes are fine, but when I hit your race, now it's too much. Right? All the other murder jokes are fine, but now I hit rape and it's too much. Like, it's all a joke. Don't take it personally because it suddenly affects you.
There are certain lines.
What?
There are certain lines I feel like you can go there, just know it ain't funny.
No lines. There's 0 lines that can be
Everything can be funny to you.
Everything can be funny if delivered properly.
Oh, if it's delivered properly.
Because, again, I think there are certainly risky jokes. I'm not going to pretend that there aren't risky jokes. Making, 9/11 jokes is a really tough nut to crack.
That's my point.
But
if you start talking about 9/11, it's like, whoa, that's...
you got to pull it off, though.
It's
like, you talk about baseball all the time. It's grooving that pitch just right.
Right.
You're trying to pump a fastball past, Barry Bonds right down the middle of the plate with a 9/11 joke.
Well, maybe not down the middle, but you want to get by him.
That's what I'm saying. You're trying to get it by him, but a 9/11 joke it's going right down the middle. The odds of success are very low, very, very low.
Wait. Why is it going down the middle?
Because because it's gonna get hit. It's gonna be abused. That's all I'm saying. And so If you're trying to get the joke by, it's gonna get smacked. That's all I'm saying. It's hard to. The crowd's not gonna like it. They're gonna boo. You're gonna be online.
It's weird. Your analogy means swing and a miss is what you want.
No. You're the pitcher in this scenario.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're throwing the joke out there and hoping that
they swing and a miss. Okay.
But it's a hard one.
I was thinking you want the home run. Like what? What's going on here? This didn't add up, but okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly it. No, everything's jokeable. And I know people, you can't talk about that. I can talk about anything. And it just may not be their cup of tea.
Just know it may not be funny.
I mean, it's a comedy. It's subjective. You said yourself. And
so you thought, it's spoiler alert time. You thought it was funny because the Joker did. You thought it was funny when he killed Robert De Niro's character.
Spoiler alert.
I said spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's been enough time now. Which, by the way, no. Before I get to that.
Yeah.
Did you think that was funny?
I mean, it was a chuckling moment. I chuckled. Like, the way it was presented made me... Because at that point... I recognized with the character. I was on Team Joker at that point.
Were you really?
I was like, I'm aware he's bad, but I also see what's happening, and I feel like I should probably get a clown mask at this point because Thomas Wayne is a jerk at this point. I'm like, when it happened, it was shocking, but then he follows up with stuff. So go figure.
Speaking of movies that we saw, did you see the ratings for a Gemini Man?
I've not seen the ratings for Gemini Man.
What do you think Rotten Tomatoes gave that movie?
It depends, because Rotten Tomatoes is a large horse crap filled, area.
Who's
critics
rating
or fans?
Okay, so what rating system do you actually value?
So I value fans. I don't value the critics at all. Critics are worthless.
So you don't like Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb?
When Rotten Tomatoes gave Dave Chappelle's stand up a 0, when the crowd gave it 99, and then gave Hannah Gatsby 100%, and the crowd gave it 0 because it was trash. They're too woke. I hate the woke school of the Rotten Tomatoes. Does everything have to be political and social justice warrior? I can't get someone to give me a fair take on a movie. That's all I'm asking for. So okay. I would value the crowd.
So where do you find your ratings?
Right off of Flickster. I'll go to Rotten Tomatoes. I'll see what the crowd is saying about it. But I also know I have different tastes.
Look into it. What do you think? Because what I told you, I didn't think Gemini Man was worth paying to see. You thought it was a good movie.
And I thought it. And I think before I even see what the scores are, I think that movies are there. The goodness of a movie is dictated by expectations going into it. Mm-hmm. Because if you went into The Expendables looking for an Oscar-worthy performance, you're going to be gravely disappointed.
What were you expecting from Gemini Man?
I wanted to see Will Smith in an action thriller. I wanted to see him fight his younger self.
Yeah.
And I got spoiler alerts. Spoiler alert. I got all that. That scene of him on the bike in the Costa Rican town or wherever he was, kind of like that picture there, going up and down the streets. I mean, that fight scene was amazing. Those gun battles, the shoot. I mean, all of the espionage, fantastic. So I enjoyed it thoroughly, up and down.
So what were you expecting? Yeah, I'm taking it back here from Fifth Element.
Again, because I'd seen parts and clips of Fifth Element, because it's been out since 97, I think it was.
Yeah, 97.
I wasn't expecting a lot, but that meant the bar for disappointment was even lower, right? Because if you go in
disappointed with Fifth Element,
it lived up to what I thought. I thought it would be a 2, and it came out
of
strong
3.
Dose.
What do you mean?
It was just, I didn't expect much from it. I was like, this is going to be kind of a throwaway film. It looks like a cash grab for Bruce Willis more than anything.
If they redid that movie today, it would be better.
If they redid it today, of course it would be better. Animation's better, but storyline wise, it was just.
It was rushed because it's.
I was gonna say it looked like it was rushed together, like a school project at the last minute. They kind of cut scenes and missed parts, and it just. There are things about it that I liked. The transport, Meat Man, who was like on a boat, the fish guy, and he comes to his door and he's like eating and talking with him, and then he just like flies away to like the next house. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's almost like Uber Eats, but restaurant style. Imagine
back in '97.
Is that the next thing? Because we've got Uber Eats where you order at the restaurant and they bring out the single meal.
Yeah.
Is there a chance we get to a point where Uber Eats is like carrying almost ice cream trucks? I guess that's an ice cream truck.
But they're not going door to door.
Like you order that, like, hey, tell Rubio's that I would like something, and then Rubio's puts all their food. But again, that's not efficient.
It's a lot of work.
That's not efficient at all.
What's that rating saying?
Let's take a gander at Gemini Man because he wants us to see.
Yeah.
Gemini Man. The critics are giving it 25%. Mm-hmm. I told you critics are garbage, trash, filth.
You said they're too woke.
Way too woke. They hated it. The fans are giving it 84%.
Oh my gosh.
8 out of 10.
I guess I side with the critics.
Yeah, you clearly. I mean, you gave it a 6, right? So it's not like you're that far down.
I thought we gave it a grading scale.
What do you mean? I thought it was like out of 10.
I thought it was A to F.
Oh, okay.
Was it?
I have no idea. I just know I gave it an 8 out of 10. I was like, it did everything I wanted.
Maybe it was a 6.
And America agrees with me. America agrees with me 100% that it gave them everything that they wanted. Let me ask you about Joker. What do you think the critics gave Joker?
I think it's what do you say, critics?
The critics.
Probably like
The woke school.
60s.
68%.
Yeah.
What would you give Joker?
Yeah, it's about that.
On a scale
I
of 1 to
wouldn't
10?
see it again.
You would give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think the fans gave it?
Fans probably loved it.
That's not a number. Loved it.
I gave it a what Gemini Man had
84.
97.
89.
Oh
89.
gosh.
Let's see. I told you. You know what? It just goes to show I am the voice of America on one last take.
When it comes to movies, sure.
When it comes to a lot of things.
No.
When it comes to, celebrity illnesses, when it comes to
No.
Smash Brother technique.
No, you hate everyone receiving a day, and you just suck at Smash Brothers, bro. I'm
do
just
hate
gonna break
everyone
the
receiving a
news
day.
to you. You just suck at Smash
I don't
Bros.
suck at Smash Brothers. The sticks aren't. First of all, your second controller, the directional stick
We
is
can
sticky.
switch controllers.
That might be the biggest mistake you make.
Okay.
That might be the biggest mistake you
Oh,
make.
hey, folks. Next time we hop on here, we'll see when the controllers are switched what happens.
That's exactly what we should do. Because I'm telling you right now, the left directional stick is sticky. I'm just gonna be honest. So I mean, do with that what you want, but you gave me a tainted controller. Everyone knows that.
Your skills are tainted.
Everyone knows. I didn't even get to the Twitter trends. That's the greatest thing about this whole thing. I didn't even get to the Twitter trends.
You did. You said someone had a fake account.
Oh, that just reminded me. That wasn't even part of it.
Oh.
Mitt Romney had a fake Pierre Delecto. Just again. What if you had to come up with a fake name?
I've always loved Max Powers, by the way, from Homer Simpson.
From Homer Simpson.
But if I had to come up with a fake name, I don't have a last name, but I do have a fake name.
All right, what would the fake name be?
There is no what if. The name I've used.
It can't be Ron Mexico.
What?
Ron Mexico.
No.
All right, I'll get to that later.
What?
You ever heard Ron Mexico? Get to it
Oh,
now.
what is that? Get to it.
Michael Vick's name.
Huh?
All right, he went into the hospital after sleeping around with some woman. He had like gonorrhea or something. And he had to get seen by the doctor, but he didn't want his name to come out because I guess he was in a relationship. So he's like, "What's your name?" Ron Mexico, and that's what they took him as, is Ron Mexico.
Ron Mexico.
I think the NFL people were ordering jerseys if the 7 Falcon put Mexico on the back, and NFL stopped making them. They're like, "You can't do that." So Ron Mexico.
I had never heard this story.
Yeah, I'll have to Google the details
Wrap
later.
it up, Vic. Wrap it up. Leo.
Leo,
Yeah.
like the sign.
Like the sign, yeah, Leo.
Unbelievable.
You
So
like
you're
You
deep
like
in on the
it.
line.
You
You're
like
deep in on- you need a second name. I gave you Chance Vapor earlier.
Nah.
That was my character's name in FIFA.
Yeah.
What
Leo.
up?
Leo
Shevin
works.
Dotson.
Shevin. What's with the sound from you?
Chance? Shevin? That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe I like CH.
Mm.
Ka-ching. You hear that, sponsors? I'm willing to do what it takes. Speaking of sponsors, a lot of times they say advertise for the sponsors you want,
what
not
they
the
say.
sponsors you have.
Right.
And so, never a better time to mention Rolex.
And Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, hey, it don't tick-tock. It's a Rolex.
They don't TikTok?
No, Rolex watches. It's the softest tick, and it's like a micro tick, so it looks like it's just a sweeping motion. But if you look very closely, it's like a very micro tick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you look at a regular watch; it's just clanking left and right. The
Right.
second hand's just
But a
bouncing.
Rolex is different.
It's just real. It almost looks like it's a sweeping dial. It's a very sophisticated watch.
I may have to try a Rolex.
When I've seen them in the cases,
Right.
I don't own a Rolex, obviously.
Rolex.
One of the things I saw this week, here's the question. All right, we're almost at the half an hour mark already. See, this is how we end up wasting so much time.
It's not a waste.
It's never a waste. It's a great use of.
Yeah,
of
you
time.
can you please reword that?
This is how we end up going through so much content because we just get off on tangents. There were two options here. Okay, I was just gonna finish up some of these quick Twitter trends just to get your take on it. But I don't know how long it'll take.
Go ahead.
We also had we have people sent in. Aaron presented it to us. Great job. Aaron, I haven't heard the last episode, so I don't know how much popping and clicking there was, but your job is on the line. I'm just going to let you know right now, your job is on the line. I could do it myself better than you right now. Or maybe not. Maybe you did a good job. They sent us a long, sophisticated question. Oh. And so I didn't know if we wanted to get into that.
Yes. Yes.
So
I'd rather get into the long
and it's save the trends for later.
Yeah. Trends, Twitter trends come and go daily.
Now I will tell you, this one I read ahead of time.
Oh, you cheater!
Well, I had to. It was so long. I said, "What are you sending me? An essay? What is the dissertation? I don't understand what. Why would you send the longest thing you possibly have to me for us to read on here?" And they were like, "Hey, this is what the people want." So I'm trusting again that Aaron's done a good job and that they've provided exactly what the people want, but. Again, we know what we're working with. So if that's the way you want to go, then when I read it, it didn't seem that complicated to me, but maybe it is.
Are you going to read this?
You know what? The impatience when you know we have to get dignified.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's no loud voices. There's no judgment.
Never.
It's just resplendence.
Yes.
People come to us with questions, and we knock them out.
With class.
As much as possible. Okay. Here we go. The title of this is I Cheated on My 9-Month Girlfriend. That was a big sigh.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Can you say the title one more time?
And you know what? That wasn't even the whole title of the question.
Oh.
They put their question in the title. Maybe they were unaware there was more space until halfway through. I cheated on my 9-month girlfriend. I love her with all my heart. It was a one-night stand, deeply regretful. Should I tell her or wait until later? That's the official.
Is that the question?
No, that's the official title. I told you this person was long with it, but maybe we can jump the gun on this.
Are you gonna read? Wait,
yeah.
All of that? You're reading that entire thing?
Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. You're welcome to provide your opinion and your feedback as we go.
I will sit tight and listen. If you need to trade off, go ahead. But go ahead.
Oh, it's not nearly that bad. I cheated on my 9-month girlfriend. She is the love of my life. LOML is what he put. I had to figure that out. And I can't imagine losing her. I know she's the one for me, and I want to marry her. Do I tell her or wait until we become a stronger couple? I know we will not make it if I tell her now. I've been with my girlfriend for 9 months. Boy, he's really focusing on that. I feel like there's a baby involved at this point. She was and is the love of my life. I cheated on my girlfriend. I can't imagine losing her. Keeps repeating it. I want to marry her. Go on. Okay, now, I've been with my girlfriend 9 months. Oh my goodness, this guy, talk about repetitive. I'm beginning to think Aaron didn't what are you proofread this? Copy and pasting? I glanced one time. You had a chance to prep the whole thing. Unbelievable. I said the job was on the line. Unbelievable. Okay, so jumping ahead. We found love instantly. She had me so sprung and deeply in love. She was my first everything, first time, first serious girlfriend, first everything. I still love her with all my heart. However, about a week ago, I made probably the dumbest mistake of my whole life. After a huge shift at work, a coworker offered me $10 for a ride home. Always money involved, which I accepted with no bad intentions at all. I took the money and drove her home. In the way to her house, we were hitting up the pen and ended up getting pretty effing high. When I dropped her off, one thing led to another, and I completely just lost my self-control and let my curiosity get the best of me. I ended up hooking up with this girl. It did not go long at all. I stopped it early because I began to imagine my girlfriend, and I just couldn't keep going. It didn't sit right at all. I drove home, got into bed, and cried my eyes out. I didn't sleep that night. As a matter of fact, this whole past week, I don't think I've gotten a single full night of sleep. My mind feels extremely guilty. I can't explain it. Psycho Gino?
Was that the end?
That's where I'm stopping now.
Why? Why are you stopping now?
Because my man decided to provide updates with it. I want to get your take on the situation as it exists now. Based on what you know at this moment, should he tell his girlfriend of 9 months right now? Or should he wait until later and they become a stronger couple?
He should absolutely tell her. It's obvious. You break the news to her. It's killing you. It's tearing you apart. You stopped it. I don't know what that means. But
There were a lot of questions I had going through this person.
Stopped it, didn't finish. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wondered.
That could mean just making out. Like, I don't know. He could be, based off what I'm hearing, making out could tear this man apart.
That's exactly right, because he used the phrase hooking up, which is such an ambiguous term in today's era.
Definitely is.
I feel like it used to mean you were just like making out back in the day. And as people became, looser, the term progressed along with the people, and suddenly hooking up became doing a little bit more. You started rounding the bases using that baseball terminology,
as you should.
And next thing you know, you're hitting inside the park home runs. You're hooking up, but your parents watching from the stands like, oh, did he hit a single? He hooked up, right? The terminology's changed, so there's no official.
No, there is not.
I feel like it means all the way. When I hear hooking up, I'm going, if the situation was on the Jersey Shore, he said, yeah, me and this girl hooked up. He's getting it in.
It matters not how far. I was just curious. Fess up. It's tearing you apart. You're a cheater. If you want a long-term relationship with this lady, then you need to tell her and be honest. Because if you hold on to this and you guys last 5 years, A, you're probably not going to tell her, and B, she's going to be mad that you withheld the information, and that tells her you're a cheater and you can hide information from her.
Now he said it looks like he's going to tell regardless. He just wants to know if he should tell now or wait till they're stronger as a couple.
Now.
So you're saying if the relationship can't withstand this impropriety, that it's just not good. He effed up, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Up, which is a sign that they aren't that strong.
That's a good. Well, my man went out hooking up with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you can blame it on the Mary Jane if you want to, but fess up, man. Fess up.
Here's my question. He takes the person from work, asks them for a ride home, and he's going to offer them $10 to give him a ride home.
Yeah.
I feel like I would take somebody home from work that without needing payment. That's kind of weird to me.
Sometimes someone says $10, you say, okay, I'm not turning it down.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn it, but it's a weird thing is all. I might turn it down at the end. Here's $10, nah, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, you may say yeah, and then like when it's time to drop them off, you may turn it down.
Yeah, nah, forget it, man. Next time, that kind of thing. Don't even worry, because it's just $10, whatever. I'm doing a solid. I'm assuming this is a man and a woman asked for a ride home.
A younger man too.
You think it's a younger man?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
9 months. Come on.
He's counting that. Again, that's why I said maybe there's a kid involved. He's counting 9 months strong. He said he had no bad intentions. You think there were truly no bad intentions, or did he kind of like this coworker? She's kind of nice looking. Because I feel like if Ugly Betty came in and needed a ride, can I get a ride home? You're like, you drop her off, you kick her out the door.
It might have been Ugly Betty. You never know. You get high, you start looking at her.
That was
Ugly
the next
Betty
thing.
Got some cleavage exposed or something along those lines.
He said they're hitting the pen on the drive. My man driving under the influence.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man,
people do it all the time.
I don't want anybody driving on the roads that thinks Ugly Betty goes from... If what you're on takes Ugly Betty from a 3 to a 9... in your eye, I don't need you on the road.
I think he said curiosity is what got him.
It ain't curiosity. Something else got a hold of it. It wasn't curiosity.
It was something else and curiosity.
And then the fact that he went home and cried his eyes out.
Yeah, he felt really bad.
Man, come on.
He felt terrible.
What he felt was a shame of what he was about to happen. It's like when I used to do something wrong, and my pops was like, I'm going to beat your ass when we get home. And now I feel terrible about it.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I know what's coming down the road.
Because in your case, you know what's coming. In his case, he has an option. He just feels bad for doing it.
The guilt is eating him up.
Right.
Allow me to give the first update he provided.
Oh, okay.
I really don't feel like the same boyfriend from that night. I had no clue why I was doing what I was doing. I feel like being 19 with only one girl of experience.
He is young. I knew it.
He caused it. Being with one girl of experience just made me... Whoa. I feel like being 19 with only one girl of experience.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Just made me super curious. And it just got the best of me along with being heavily under the influence. It's just weed though, so it's not a huge excuse. I mean, is that good enough for you?
What?
Is that he's 19? Is that an excuse for his behavior?
I figured he was young in the first place.
You did suggest that.
I mean, I don't care what age you are. People cheat all the time. No matter the age. So
I'm gonna tell you from the beginning, I was wondering maybe if he should just hold on to this one.
What do you mean?
And not say nothing. I was like, at this point,
no, there was a guilt that's eating him up. Say something.
You gotta let that go. Secrets hurt no one. Something like that. There was a hooker on The Office, the show, that was giving Michael Scott advice. And that's one of the things she said. She was like, secrets hurt no one. I was like, what does that even mean? 19-year-old, bro. You might. I mean, if you love her that much, We'll see.
It's been 9 months, man.
Dan Marino hate a family.
Okay.
Just going to show you.
Okay.
Wait.
What does that show me?
Arnold hit a family.
What does that show me?
I'm showing you
cheaters
that they can
are everywhere.
Well, we knew that already. I'm just saying you can hide something huge like that and live a successful life. Action star, one of the best ever. You said the best athletic action star.
One of them, yeah.
Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. No, but still amazing quarterback with the family on the side.
What does this have to do with anything?
Have a family on the side?
Troy.
I don't know. I don't want to throw that out there about that.
I don't know Troy like that.
Neither do I. I'm just saying the guilt wasn't too much for Dan. It shouldn't be too much for this guy. That's all I'm.
This 19-year-old does not sound like a Dan Marino or an Arnold. Arnold and Dan probably growing up were the man on campus, big man on campus, and they were used to getting laid well before 19. This is not the same guy. This guy seemed like he was single. Obviously, he was a virgin throughout high school. Just think about that.
He said a girl of experience. Yeah. Is Ugly Betty the one of experience, or he said he's only with one girl of experience?
Yeah.
Is his current girlfriend like a 35-year-old woman? I wonder. Something like that. She's experienced. That's a weird way to word that.
I'd imagine someone in a similar situation.
Yeah, he should have provided more detail. Update 2. Still more regret. I have no idea what I was thinking, but a week later, I still can't believe what a piece of bleep I am.
Yeah, definitely are.
I have been taking a video diary that I could hopefully show my girlfriend in the future to show her my remorse. Do you think I should tell her this, or should I wait until we grow older and stronger together? Keep in mind, I want this to be the girl for the rest of my life. Now your boy's taking a video diary. Is this better or worse?
Man, this is pathetic. Just tell her you do not know if you're going to marry this woman, this child. Come on.
He's taking video diaries. I know it's a show. This is a resplendent section of the podcast, but man, come on, bro. You don't. No, let me answer that. Don't you ever show her this video.
Yes, show her the video. So she leaves him. so she sees how pathetic he is.
Unbelievable.
I mean, he may get a sympathy vote, but no.
You gotta cry. Fair enough. I'm not gonna necessarily hold that against you. Do what you gotta do. I'm not taking video. I would never show that weak side. Never gonna show that.
He had a weakness already.
He showed Ugly Betty the side. And the fact that this is a week later and he's still feeling like this
means he didn't tell her.
He didn't tell her. He was hoping for some advice. He should have come to us sooner.
He's taking too long. He should have already told her.
I mean,
each day it's going to make it worse.
And he wants her to be the one. She's the one. We're married, kids forever.
Obviously, that's not the case because all he has to do is get high again and he'll cheat.
Apparently, right? There it is. Next update. I mean, this guy was just coming back.
More updates?
Yeah. Also, I do not plan on marrying her for as long as I keep this lie.
Right.
I know that the day I decide I want to propose to her, which I know I will, I will have to man up and tell her the whole truth.
Yeah.
I do not want her to enter a marriage based on a lie, and I really can't imagine myself getting down on one knee knowing I betrayed her years ago. I feel like out of 100% of people who cheat, I'm in that 10 to 20% range that actually feels the ultimate guilt and remorse. I deeply regret that day. There was a lot there.
And what this arbitrary 10 to 20% come from? What's up with that?
My man went and found some random statistics.
What's up with this?
Of all the people, only 10 to 20%.
Yeah, only 10 to 20. What? Where'd you pull that number from?
These rectum-derived statistics.
What,
Just pulled it right out of it.
The
rest of the people who cheat, they don't feel remorse.
Right.
90% of you are just dogs and don't deserve it.
98% you don't care. You're cheating your Dan Marino and your Arnold, apparently.
Apparently. And he is in that small group that's making a video diary. And he's not marrying her for years from now.
Of course. He's 19.
I would love to know that this lady was sugar dicking somebody on the side the whole time. It would make this so perfect. He's feeling these painful feelings of remorse and guilt, and she's over there with Chance Vapor just getting the rod.
And Max Powers.
At the same time. I mean, unbelievable. Incredible.
And he's over here crying in videos and everything.
Crying. Like he couldn't do it because years ago I cheated. This is unbelievable.
Is there another update?
There is another update. This guy is the greatest guy ever. Poor kid. I have already sought counseling and have attended church confessions, and I'm really just praying every day that I get to keep this girl in my life. At this point, I feel bad for her. You can't be with this guy. He's not that dude.
No, he's a guy you control. No.
Yeah, no, you got to get out of there. Whatever her name is, poor suspect, Miss Victim,
Miss V.
Miss V. You got to get out of there. This guy, he's going to confessions and counselings and dog, and we don't even know what you did. Hooked up is such a generic.
Hooked up. I hooked up. Like didn't finish.
The fact that he said when he was hooking up. That it didn't take long at all, and he stopped early because he began to imagine. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I stopped early. What did you stop early? Yeah. What happened here?
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Is there more?
There is more, but I don't even know if I need to get into this. It's just him feeling bad, yada yada yada. I want to tell her now so bad, I just can't break her heart. I was a virgin up until this January. There it is. There it was. And this is the first girl I was just not thinking, was stupid and young kid, and I'm so regretful. All right, that's all it is. You know, he got a hold of something he couldn't handle, and now he doesn't want to lose it. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Yeah, he's a cheater, and it's funny that the first time he gets a piece of the action, he immediately cheats. What does that say about men in general? Or is that just this guy?
Yeah, let's just say this guy. I don't want to badmouth men in general.
Not at all.
Because a lot of men just drop off Miss V and not Miss V. Mm-hmm. They drop off what was her name?
Betty?
Ugly Betty.
They drop off Ugly Betty.
And they drive off to Miss V.
That's exactly. And they don't make no big two ways about it. They take care of their. It's unbelievable. So this guy, he got in this situation. Here's the question. Ugly Betty, is there a concern here now that she's going to demand that he tell his boss?
No, Ugly Betty knows what's up. She's experienced. Unlike Mr. 19-year-old here, she probably ain't even thinking about it. She was like, I was high, whatever. Didn't think about it twice. She has no idea he's crying right now about this. Probably doesn't even know about the girlfriend.
Probably doesn't. Does being high or drunk excuse actions at all?
No.
Not at all.
Unless you're blacked out? No.
Interesting. I feel like it's used as an excuse.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I think it's probably a viable excuse.
It's an excuse.
Well, because you're not in your right mind, and so it's an inhibitor, right? People jump off houses when they're under the influence. They do stupid things, and so if they were thinking straight, they wouldn't do it. But I think to get to that point where you kind of let that side of you out, maybe it was in his own. Maybe he don't like Miss V like that, and this is just the excuse he needed to act out. Maybe Miss V ain't giving it out enough. It was January and it's been a few months, and he's like, Ugly Betty.
It's still cheating.
You need a ride?
Man. Unless you're blacked out, cheating is cheating.
There it is. You heard it from
Psycho Gino?
From Psycho Gino himself. Hey, we kept it kind of short this time. That's weird. I mean, it's like 47 minutes. One of these days, we're going to hit like that 20-minute mark. That's just
we did keep it short. Just like our crybaby friend over here.
Oh, my gosh.